Alright guys, impromptu stream in the TBM 930 Microsoft Flight Simulator FSEconomy flying in the Caribbean. Took off from San Juan, Puerto Rico. And where the hell are we heading? We're heading to St. Estes, I think it's called, in the Netherlands Antilles. FD Roosevelt Airport. So we'll be getting there fairly soon here. I'm just going to get the word out about the stream. Hopefully some folks can join us. I know this was impromptu, but just wanted to see how everybody was doing. Not going to be able to stream tomorrow, so I figured I'd do it today. Alrighty, where the hell are we? We are, let's see, 122 miles from St. Estes, not sure how you pronounce it. Flying in VR, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, recent update. I know we're waiting for a hot fix. A lot of people have been having problems. I haven't had many problems, knock on wood. Hopefully it won't crash the desktop. I can tell you that VR seems more smooth. So hopefully I won't have the effects of the issues that some others were having. The one thing that is curious is that the working title add-on for the G3000 doesn't work with this plane, so I had to remove that. I guess there's hopefully an update coming for that, because that's really something I rely on. But aside from that, everything is pretty smooth. I mean, my settings are just about the same as they normally have. I haven't boosted anything up. And right now, with streaming, 21% or 20% CPU and 90% GPU. So that's with the i7-10700K CPU and a 1080 Ti, EVGA 1080 Ti SC2 GPU, so 90% around there, using about 7 gigabits of, gigabytes of VRAM. So, yeah, I mean, it's smooth, not choppy at all. I mean, I'm flying in an area where there's a lot of water and not a lot of land, so that could be an issue, or an affecting thing, but for the most part, I haven't had any major issues. Before the first hotfix, it definitely had a couple of crashed desktops, that's for sure. But since then, it's been okay, aside from the working title not working. So anyway, I plan to stream for a long time today. I was going to see if I could make this a marathon stream. See if we can get some folks hopping in here saying hello. I know it's not the normal time that I normally stream, but anyway. Yeah, so say hello. What you're seeing on stream is a one-eye projection that I am seeing in the Reverb G2. It's pretty much impossible to give you a view experience of what I see. I see everything in 3D, for those new to VR. And it looks astounding. Just like you're in the cockpit of a plane. It's pretty cool. But I try to keep my head as steady as possible so that it doesn't seem too jiggly. But in any event, nice and smooth today. I'm not using live weather. Keeping it pretty simple. If you guys want to say hello in the chat, please do. Yeah, so we're just going to be doing some... I bought this plane in somewhere in, I don't know, I think it was like South Carolina. I got a great deal on it. It was like $600,000, which is right out of the bank. Normally, this plane goes for higher than that. I got it for like $600K, fake dollars, FSEconomy dollars. And I just flew it down to San Juan, Puerto Rico. Got a job, figured out a way to get down to make a little money. And then I've just been flying, you know, doing some island flying, which is kind of cool to do for the VR Aviation Group and FSEconomy. Yeah, so it's been, always wanted to have a plane down here, so I bought a plane down here. And that's about that. So we're going San Juan. Show you where we're heading here. Let me see if I can bring up the Chrome window. Go. Yep, so here's where we're heading to St. Eustastis. I think it's Eustastis, that's how you pronounce it. So we're going to be landing, coming in from the northeast. We're landing that way. And then we've got some folks to take back. I'll show you here. We've got some folks. These are the folks we're bringing there. And these are the folks we're going to be bringing back. So it's all FSEconomy today. We're flying for the VR Aviation Group. Hey Natish, how you doing? You have the original Oculus. You mean the CV1, the Oculus CV1? I'm assuming. I have that, or had that one as well. I still have the headset. I sold it off piece parts. Is it worth upgrading to the G2? If you have sufficient PC resources, yes. That's exactly what I did. I upgraded from a CV1 to a G2, and it's basically like I went from being legally blind to actually being able to see things. The difference is tremendous. But again, it depends on your computer, right? So if you have a 4-core CPU and a lower end GPU, then you might struggle a bit with the G2. I would recommend, if you've got like you need an 8-core CPU. I'm using an i7-10700K. Yeah, it's hard to get the newer card, totally. I've been trying to get the newer card as well. What CPU do you have? And do you fly in Microsoft Flight Simulator and X-Plane, or just one or the other? Those are the key things too. CPU is really important. 1080 is probably just on the edge. You know, you probably I'm a 1080 Ti, so I get a little bit more power. But you're probably going to be low, like mid-level graphics on Microsoft Flight Simulator, which is still going to be better than CV1. But your CPU has a lot to do with it. So if you're running a 4-core CPU, you know, especially with X-Plane 11, that's going to cause you some issues. When I upgraded from a 4-core to 8-core CPU, that made a world of difference in both simulators. So that's kind of important. Yeah, that's a 4-core CPU, so I would say that you're on the lower end of the recommendation specs for G2. you know, you really, and I was on the lower specs too. I had a i7 6700K when I first bought it, and again a 1080 Ti. You're on the lower specs, and especially if you're running Microsoft Flight Simulator, which is definitely more GPU taxing than X-Plane, you're probably going to have to limit your graphics capability if you go with the G2. You got to remember the G2 is basically a 2K headset, so it's got it's almost 4 times the density of CV1. So you know you're pushing. Think of it as pushing 2 14:4 monitors, right? There's small monitors in a headset, but think of it as, you know, 2 14:4 monitors, and that's the power of the GPU that you need. I would, you know, I want to get I need a 3080. I really would like a 3080. Not so much for X-Plane 11, but for MSFS 2820. X-Plane 11, it's more CPU centric, especially the current version, although they're making changes to they're adding next generation graphics. So as the new versions or new releases come out, however they're going to do it, they've been teasing. I would venture to say that X-Plane 11 is going to move more towards GPU centric. Right now, it's very CPU centric, but Microsoft Flight Simulator is definitely GPU centric. So, you know, you have to buy that off, and when I should say add that to the equation. So when you're thinking about a VR headset, you know, going from a CV1, Oculus CV1, which is basically 1080p for the most part, to a G2, which is basically two 2K screens. That's a big jump, and you're pushing a lot of bits, a lot of pixels, you know. Yeah. Need to upgrade. Me too. I need to upgrade when the supply chain. Like I said, I'm trying to get my hands on a EVGA 3080. I think that would be just fine. I don't even need the Ti. I think the 3080 is fine. No problem, Nitesh. That's what we're here for. But I would say once you have the PC power, it's definitely worth upgrading to the G2. And you know, you may want to wait because there may be some, you know, as we get closer to like Thanksgiving and stuff like that, Black Friday, I would guess that there's going to be sales on it, because I've seen, was it now like $600, $599 for it. There was a patch there when I forget which company was selling them for like $499, I think. So, you know, you may be able to time it where you can get a good deal on it too. But it's definitely, I'm very happy with it. Very happy with it. I mean, knock on wood, any major problems. All right, 77 miles from FD Roosevelt. As you can see, our GPS MFD is a bit off there because that's the standard one. The working title is much better, but unfortunately it doesn't work with this current version. Thomas, how you doing? Good to see you. Just got a 3060 Ti upgrade. Yeah, you know, the 3060 Ti to a 1080, from a 1080 to a 3060 Ti, I'm not sure you're going to see much of a difference there. Maybe like a 10% difference. Oh, you got the LHR. Dude. That sucks, man. That sucks. For those who don't know, the LHR is the one that's nerfed on the Ethereum algorithm, so you can't really mine Ethereum with it. But you know what, Thomas? You can mine Ravencoin with it, I believe. So you might want to just go with the Kapow algorithm. I think that's fine for the 3060 Ti. Haven't looked into that yet. I was actually going to buy a bunch of them But yeah, you can mine Ravencoin. Look into that. Yeah, the CPU. The CPU is definitely gonna affect it. Especially with a simulator, flight simulator. You're better off having an 8-core CPU for flight simulation. When you think about it, there's a lot of drawing, right? So, yeah. You might see better performance with your 3060 Ti if you upgrade your CPU. FSEconomy is free. Yeah, it's absolutely 100% free. And it's not hard to integrate with MFS at all. You just they have like instructions on their website on how to do that. It's pretty simple. It'll take you a few minutes to do. You have to install a few things, follow their instructions. Yeah, it's pretty simple, and it's nice because it gives you a purpose. You're flying. I've been doing it for maybe 4 years or so, and built up a nice livery of planes that I own, and nice group of FBOs for the VR Aviation Group and stuff like that. So it's fun. It gives you purpose to fly. You feel like you're having a purpose. Definitely fun. Yeah, your next upgrade is your CPU. Yeah, simulation CPU is yeah, flying aimlessly is cool, but purpose is good. Yeah, it is good, and you sort of like, even though it's a virtual goal, right? Your virtual goal of, let's say, let me just do this so these guys can see better. Your virtual goal of owning a plane or owning an FBO, even though it's just a virtual thing, it's still kind of cool. And if you're a part of a group, you can help the group out and you fly for the group, whatever. Our group is, we've got about 6 or 7 pilots that fly pretty regularly for the group to keep things going, and I always appreciate that. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. It was amazing when Microsoft Flight Simulator first was released. FSEconomy was flooded with new applications of people wanting to get in. They literally had thousands of people signing up, which was kind of cool, actually. Take a look outside. There's the TBM. Guys, if you hit that like button, I'd appreciate it. It'll just bring me up in the algorithm a little bit, and hopefully we'll get some more people joining. Just smash the like button, that'd be awesome. So yeah, when I upgraded from the i7-6700 to the 10K and the i7 10700K, that made a huge difference, especially in X-Plane 11. A huge difference in performance. Like I said, X-Plane 11 is more CPU oriented, but I went to like running at like 90% CPU to like running at like 20% CPU, which is a huge difference, And I was able to bump up pretty much every setting in X-Plane 11, even with a 1080 Ti. But that didn't translate into Microsoft Flight Simulator. Hey Natesh, how you doing? Oh, you're looking forward to more golf? Yeah, I haven't played golf in a while. I should do that again. Yeah, I haven't played that in a while. I should get into that again. It's a lot of fun. Good seeing you. Thanks for stopping in. Let's see where we are here. Alright, we got 51 miles. I can see the island coming closer and closer here. I actually have, what do you call it, mode. I can increase the speed of the simulator too to get us there faster. Some people call that a cheat. I don't call it a cheat. You're flying over water, it's not very interesting. You boost it up, yeah. Oh, glad that was helpful. Yeah, I actually use Touch Portal too. I think that's probably what you're referring to, the Touch Portal video, and it lets you integrate. Touch Portal with Microsoft Flight Simulator. See if I still got that. Where the hell that is? Well, appreciate you guys joining here. We're just doing some nice easy flying in the Caribbean today. Want to just pop up stream, say hello to everybody. You want to say hello in the chat? If you have any questions about flight simulation or VR in particular, I'll be happy to help you with those, whatever I can answer. If you aren't aware, we've got the show you here. If you go on Facebook, the VR Aviation, the VR Virtual Reality Aviators group, VR Aviators, over 3,000 members, all there to help you fly in VR. If you got questions, you want to get into it, you're interested in getting into it, you don't know where to start here. People can help you. There's a lot of people with some great experience. We started this, I guess it was close to 5 years ago. And now it's grown to a pretty cool community of people that, whether you're flying in Microsoft Flight Simulator, DCS, or X-Plane 11, Fly Inside, or Aerofly FS2, it doesn't matter. We've got people in here that have used them all, so make sure you check this out. It's a great group. VR Aviators Group. Figured maybe Drew might stop in since he's the Caribbean flyer. I know he loves to fly down here. So say hello to my friend Drew. Drew, a major advocate of flight simulation. For those of you who don't know, behind the scenes, in the early days of Microsoft Flight Simulator, Drew, or Belgeode as he goes by on his YouTube channel, was instrumental in helping lobby for VR in Microsoft Flight Simulator. So you guys, we've got a lot to thank him for doing that, and I appreciate it for sure. He took the bull by the horns and tried to represent us VR flyers by, representing what we do. Update 6 coming out in a day or two. I thought they said today. I thought they said Friday. Today. Now, Orion, what is updates? Is update 6 fixing stuff, I guess? All the CTDs that people were having? As you can see here, I'm just looking at the PFD, and let me just show you right here. If you guys could see my mouse, which says time to time, this usually has your waypoint to waypoint. So I guess that's broken. There's something going on with the G3000 because the working title modification, which I highly recommend when it's working, isn't working. So normally this will tell you where you came from and what your next waypoint is, but it doesn't. But you can go down here and look at the flight plan and see. It won't tell you how many miles you are, but it'll tell you what your next waypoint is. This tells us we've got 28 miles to I think it's called Evian. So bug fixes. Okay, Saron, how you doing? Happy Friday to you. Yeah, bug fixes. I guess you can't, you do when you roll out a new release, and that was a big update. You try to do regression testing as best you can in an alpha group, but or even a beta group, but it's usually a couple hundred people. And when you roll it out to the masses, and it's hitting all those different configurations and use cases, that's when you start to you take the risk of knowing that you're going to have some bumps. So just an issue. It's how software goes, guys. People get all upset. I saw people on social media, screaming about how this, that, or the other thing, or this problem, or that problem, or they're uninstalling Microsoft Flight Simulator, blah 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 blah. Software. And when you roll out big changes, sometimes you get some big problems. So good news is they reacted pretty quickly, and they're going to fix it. So. Bombeso, how you doing? It's been a while. You've been in the books, and you've got your cross country coming up on Monday. Wow, that's awesome. Good luck with that. That's fantastic. Yeah, good luck with that. What type of plane are you flying in your cross country? Curious. 2 planes down there, looks like. I don't have banners on, so I can't really see anybody. I will tell you that the detail of that island looks better for some reason. All right, 17 miles, so I think we can safely come down to 1,500. I just hope that I don't see any magenta vector lines on there, so I'm just hoping that we're on track here. The range is probably. Let me just see if I can modify the range. There's our vector line. Yeah, we need a working title to come out. Now there is a new release, but for some reason you can't download it on the working title download page. I'm not sure what's going on there, but I just can't wait to get that back, because it's the stock G1000 3000 kind of sucks. A Piper Archer glass cockpit with autopilot. Nice. And how far is your cross country? Where you flying? Well, you don't have to tell me where you're flying from if you don't want to, but how far of a trip is it? That's pretty cool, man. Glass cockpit and autopilot. Very nice. All right, 8 miles to our turn, so that is definitely our island right there. And we'll just kind of slow things down here a little bit. Something about flying in the islands, I really do enjoy it, you know. Even though it's a lot of water flying, it's kind of cool when you see the island. I don't know, it's just kind of cool. $159 nautical miles. That's a nice trip. Good luck with that, man. Sincerely. Safe flying and good luck with that on Monday. So you got your 3090 back a couple weeks ago. Okay, good. You haven't tried to reinstall it yet. I remember you had problems with it. You got to remind me which manufacturer was it? Was it MSI? Sent it back. They had it for a week and then just sent it back. Was it the same card? They didn't send you a new one? They didn't tell you what the problem was? Okay. Where's my airport? Looks like we're gonna... Yeah, see, I'm supposed to be over at S-Van over there. I'm heading to S-Van. I see the runway there. So what I can probably do here is... well, this will make the turn for me, hopefully, but... I'm actually going to just... I'm off autopilot. It does seem smoother, like the flight modeling seems smoother. It's very smooth, like it's very smooth. Let's get gear down, slow the plane down a little bit. It seems very smooth. So, I mean, that's obviously frame time, which is good.
Tango November Charlie Echo traffic day or November 328 Sierra Juliet 2 miles northeast, 500 feet inbound to land, runway 24.
Yeah, it's much smoother. Again, I don't know if that's the simulator or they changed the flight dynamics or something, but it just, to me, it just seems smoother. I haven't landed this plane since the upgrade, so. Now you got to be very careful when you turn around on these little island airports because Sometimes you'll run into what looks like grass, but is actually water. It's happened to me a few times, and it basically crashes the plane, so you gotta be careful. Now we're gonna be heading back to San Juan. I'm gonna just take off the other way. We'll just take off the other way here. I'll enter the flight coordinates using the hopefully this will work here. Now we're getting some stutters on the ground here. But nothing major. But that was very smooth landing. It felt really smooth. Alright, let's just park her right here.
Oral warning, okay.
Alright, so. Uh-oh. There we go. I thought we lost Flight Simulator there. Alright, so that was good. Kitchens button chat. Oh, gigabyte, right? So you're not sure what that means. Does it actually work, or is there something else wrong with the system? Not sure. Well, you'll know tonight when you try it, right, Sarone? You'll know tonight when you try it. All right, let's get to FSEconomy here. And let's see, let me just update this. All right, so let's go to banking. Actually, let's go to log. And this was the job we just flew. So we made $1,300 for the group and $3,200 for ourselves, which is nice. Here's the current flight. We got 69 gallons of gas. Probably, let me just refuel that to 100. 100 should be plenty, but just in case. All right. Actually, let's do 120. All right, 120. And we got all on board. So we're going to have to go from, we're going to reverse now to, from this guy, oops, to GSJ. So we're going to want to, I want to come in here. Doesn't show us waypoints. That one would be good. So let's just do hammer. We'll go here, take this out. Oops, crap. Okay. There we go. Alright, so that should be good. We'll fly right through these islands here. We'll make this right. It'll be 20, let's see if there's anything close. 23-mile approach. That's a little far. Let's see if there's anything else here. Yeah, we could do this guy instead. That's a 11-mile approach. Perfect. All right, so let's get into. So that's going to be our. That's our jam right there. So let's get into. Oops, hold on a second here, guys. All right. So we need to enter, we need to go over here. Oops. And we go to the MFD flight plan. And we're going to, let's see what we want to do here. Remove that waypoint. Remove that. Remove that. Add origin. Origin is T N C E. Destination is T J S J. And our waypoint is, what the hell is it again? Our waypoint is Silo, S-I-L-O-E, Silo. So let's go to, our waypoint is S-I-L-O-E. Alright, so there we go, Silo, SJF, so we're good to go. Alright, cool, got our thing in there. And let's see, so let's go altitude. We'll fly at 4,000 again. FLC 175. Takes a while to ramp this up here. $170, come on, 170, where's 140, 150, 160, 175, alright, good. So that's all, that all checks out, and we got our flight plan in. We just need to initiate, FSEconomy, that's done. Let's just verify that. Yep, flight is in progress. So we are good to go. We got our passengers on board. 6 passengers heading back to San Juan. Ready to go. All right. Cool. Let's see. Flaps set to take off. Let's center things so it looks okay. Beautiful. Parking brake is off. Let's get that off here. Brakes are on. Power up. And let's get the hell out of here. We're looking for 65 knots. 70 probably be a little bit better. Here's 70, 75, 80. We got a little runway left, so we'll just pop her up right there. Gear up. Flaps up. A beautiful Caribbean water.
Tango November Charlie Echo Traffic Day or November Tree 28 Sierra Juliet 1 miles northeast 600 feet inbound to land runway 24.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, it is absolutely super smooth. So I'm thinking I can, even though, and I'm streaming, right? So I'm using my PC to stream, which is putting pressure on the GPU. I'm thinking when I'm not streaming, I can bump probably OpenXR up a notch, and I can probably bump the rendering and Microsoft Flight Simulator up a notch too, which would be fantastic. All right, let's get our autopilot going here. Don't mind that, just my phone here. Oh, what the hell? Okay. I'm not sure what the hell the autopilot's doing. I'm not sure where the autopilot is taking me. Let's just see what it does. It's supposed to be going northwest. Let's just see what happens. We're going to go to 3,000 feet. And hopefully, it'll continue to put us on the right track here. It decided to go around here. There's the airport that we took off from. How could it be 8 Celsius in the islands? It seems a little cold. Alright, looks like we're okay here. We're gonna... Oh, no, didn't capture the altitude. Okay. So let's go altitude. Something is going on with the autopilot. It's not working. So let's go. We're gonna. Oh, I see why. I didn't have nav on. That makes sense. And it keeps shutting off the autopilot. Okay, that's not good. That's not good. That is not good. So let's do flight director off. That's not good. So we may have to fly a heading flight if we can get autopilot to work properly. So let's go heading, flight director, autopilot on. Nope, autopilot will not stay on. So autopilot does not stay on. Why? Why won't autopilot stay on? Wonderful flight simulator. Part of the bugs. Yeah. Great. So that basically means you need to restart every flight. You can't just... I remember this happening before, like you had to... you can't just, use the MFD to enter in a flight plan. It doesn't recycle the autopilot for some reason. I should have known that because the autopilot button is flashing red. So even if I turn flight director off and turn this off, where's avionics? I wonder if I turn the reset the avionics. If I do that, I got to enter my flight plan again. This you see the autopilot is just flashing red, which really sucks. So we'll have to get ourselves on the vector line here. And it looks like we'll have to hand fly to Puerto Rico. Could be worse. See if I can trim it out so I don't have to keep my yeah, so the autopilot won't stay on. All right, well, this has happened before. Can I do the level? I wonder if the level flight works. No, that doesn't work either. So it's hand flying all the way to Puerto Rico. Or the other alternative is I kill Microsoft Flight Simulator, kill this thing, go back, reset the plane, which is I think what I'm going to do. Alright, so let's do this. I'm going to go to toggle VR mode. I'm going to hit escape. I'm going to do restart. No, I'm going to go main menu. I really don't feel like hand flying. Where's the plane? Let's make sure my plane is at it. Okay, cool. All right, so now we're going. Let me just show you the 2D here. Hold on. All right, so we're going to go TNCE to TSJS. All right, we're going to take off from, doesn't really matter, we'll take off that way, that's fine. And we're going to, let's just take a look at, we need to look at our filters. I don't know why you always have to, oh, they're there. Okay, good. So we're going to go San Juan. And our arrival is correct. And we'll just take Turk here. Add that as a waypoint. We don't need that one, and that'll bring us right in. Flight conditions, we're going to go clear skies. Time is fine. Let's make it 11:30 a.m. Boom. And fly. And hopefully that works. Let's hope that works. Autopilot's one of the main problems with Update 5. Yeah, that probably explains why the working title doesn't work either. At work and X-Plane, only sim that's working without issues. Never thought I'd say that. Okay, cool. Hopefully we're good here. We go into PR mode. Alright, so let's go to, let's start up, make sure we start up, there we go, the FSEconomy. Boom, that's beautiful. We got enough gas, yep. So, alright, let's get into this guy here. And center, I'm going to get rid of this guy, he's in the way. Alright, let's see, master caution's fine. So we're going to go flight director, nav, and we're going to go altitude, we'll go to 3,000. Low and slow, baby. FLC, gotta put that up to 175. They're gonna fix out, I heard they're gonna fix the washout scenery too. Amazing how, you know, the things they broke are like pretty obvious. Like, I know I said before, like, you don't really find things out until, but it just seems like they're like, why? It just seems like some obvious things like that they should test before they release. You know, Autopilot, the washout of scenery, those kind of things, just seem like they should be tested. All right, so we got that set, FLC set, yaw damper is set. We're ready to go. So let's get this off here. And put the MFD, make sure our flight plan is in there properly. Come on. Looks like it is. And hopefully this time Autopilot will work. Yeah, it certainly does seem smooth. I know this is a small island, not a lot of scenery on here, but it definitely seems washed out. Alright, 60 knots. 75. Coming to 80 and rotate. Gear up. Start to get a little stutters there. Flaps up. Getting some airspeed. And let's get our autopilot on.
Approach day or November, tree 28 Sierra Juliet is type day or TBM 91 miles southwest of Tango November Charlie Echo 600 feet. Request flight following. Air November 328 Sierra Juliet Rash approach.
And why is it saying 1 nautical mile? What?
Squawk 3221 Dayer 8 Sierra Juliet.
Oh, you tell me this is. Oh, there's 17. Okay.
2 miles southwest of Tango November Charlie Echo 1,100 feet. Altimeter 29.902. Roger Dayer 8 Sierra Juliet.
Yeah, the autopilot is effed.
San Juan Center on 128.65. Good day.
But it looks like we're okay now, so.
128.65 for Dayer 8 Sierra
It beats holding the yoke for 38 minutes,
Center,
right?
Dayer, November 328 Sierra Juliet,
Let's go
1,700
to
feet.
cabin, lights on.
November 328 Sierra Juliet, San Juan Center, altimeter 29.902. Continue as planned.
Thank God it's Friday, as they say. All right. Well, that works now. All right, we're leveling off at 3,000 feet, so we can't just go. I was hoping that we could just enter waypoints in, but we can't just do that. We can't trust the simulator, unfortunately. All right, so we're going to throttle up here, get ourselves to San Juan in probably about 40 minutes or so. In the meantime, we could check out what our next flight's going to be. Pull that up here. So alright, so we're going to be at San Juan. And we want to fly reasonably, in the 900 range. Which is Brazil, Dominican Republic. Never flew there before. MDEB. It's a 200 miler. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, at least 7, so we can fill the plane. Let's see what we got coming back. San Juan. We only got 3 coming back. That sucks. TFG, which is St. Martin, Guadalupe. I know we got 6 and 6, so that's an option. TP, I haven't flown here, St. Kitts. This might be kind of cool. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, we can do. This flight's not going to make you any money. Ooh, where's this? Henry E. Rotham. 1, 2, 3. This is a close one. Let's see what we got here. And we got some cargo we could bring back, or we could do this flight. Oh, to the Bahamas. That might be kind of cool. It's 13. That's a pretty long one. I'm not sure I want to do that. So that's not too economical. Let's see what else we got down here. Let's see if we got any longer big pay flights. Can't carry a lot of cargo in this plane, so the best we can do here is let's see. Nope, nothing there looks tasty. So maybe we just go with let's see TBQ. That's only 64 miles. We just flying cool Puerto Rico. Let's see, where does that get us? But oh, that's a decent. And well, we check that out. I haven't flown that yet. And then maybe we could take. Let's see what else we got here. TJ's. Let's see. This is Puerto Rico as well. This is St. Martin, Princess Juliana, so that we can go 6, 7, not a whole lot of money there, unfortunately. TFFG, let's see that one. Well, that's a decent flight back, so maybe we'll take that one to St. Martin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, we grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Grab those. Then we grab 1. Any place cool we can fly out of here? Then grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. Alright, so now we got our back to San Juan, and we got our next round tripper to heading to the small island on the, I think this is on the French side, Guadalupe, Grand Case. So we'll do that flight, and we'll be good to go. Cool. What I'll probably do is put it on autopilot there and grab some lunch. when is this? Let's see if we can figure out when this update 6 is supposed to come out. Let's see if I can figure that out. Update 6. No. August 6th. The big thing in this was the Xbox, right? Big thing, this big update was all about Xbox, I think. So the one question I have, maybe if any of you guys know, do Xbox flyers and PC flyers all use the same servers, or is it different servers? Curious. Increase the sim rate just a little bit. It'll get us there in half the time. As you can probably see, the clock there, the UTC clock, is moving a little faster than 1 second at a time. I just increased it by, I just doubled, so we'll get there in half the time. Just checking a few things here. Alright, so we're on our way to San Juan. 123 miles to go. Then we're going to head back to Guadalupe Airport, or is it Guadalupe? It's on the Guadalupe area of St. Martin. So we'll run that. Just cranking up the dollars for FS Economy. Just a lot of water to cover. See if I can find when this update is supposed to be coming out. Let me just see if I can check the group and the groups. Let's just see groups. Oh, Monday, okay. Monday's the update. But now they're saying Tuesday. So probably Monday or Tuesday is what they're saying. So that's what we have to wait for. I wonder how many users they increased. Xbox users. Second. Crocker, how you doing? heading to San Juan, Puerto Rico. In the TBM, which has a Autopilot that's been acting up. But that's okay. So they're expecting an update Monday or Tuesday, I guess. So hopefully, like I said, I'm not, knock on wood, having major issues. But I'm reading on social media that other people are. Issue I'm having is you just can't use the MFD to enter in new flight plans. You have to reset everything. Autopilot doesn't work otherwise. All right, 69 miles, and I'm starting to see Puerto Rico. Kind of cheating a little bit. We got the simulator in fast mode here, so 15 minutes to our waypoint. When it gets to like 6 minutes, I'll turn it off. I'll go back to the standard setting. You know, people comment on my mining videos about, I think one person said that they destroyed a 3090 mining. I really find that hard to believe. I'm looking at the temperatures right now from just using Microsoft Flight Simulator. GPU temp is 66 Celsius, power temp 60 Celsius, and memory temp 60 Celsius. When I mine, I never get above like 56 on all three of those. So Microsoft Flight Simulator actually puts more of a tax on your GPU than than mining does. So I don't believe that if you're conscientious about your settings, I don't think there's ever gonna be an issue with mining. I've been mining my GPUs for a couple years now and haven't had any issues, knock on wood. So just interesting. And I'm not even overclocking the GPU, which I probably could. But I don't want to drive the temps up any further, you know. All right, let's see where we are here. 10 minutes from our waypoint. Puerto Rico getting bigger in the window. All right, let's get that. Let's get that sim rate back down to normal, which we just did. So now we're back to normal. Just always check the clock to make sure. Yep. All right, so now we can get our altitude down to 1500.
Number 8 Sierra Juliet, contact San Juan Center on 118.15. Good day.
118.15 for Dair 8 Sierra Juliet. San Juan Center, Dair November 328 Sierra Juliet, 2,900 feet.
Delta November 328 Sierra Juliet, San Juan Center, altimeter 29.902, continue as planned.
Nobody back there. I thought I had 6 passengers on board. Ha 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 ha. All right, so we're heading down to 1,500 feet. $69 on the 3090. As far as temp, which temp is that? The GPU temp? 28. Your 2080 was 86. Yeah, that's 8. Oh wow, 86. Yeah, you must have been cranking it. Yeah, the 1080 Ti. I mean, I guess it's just the settings I use. Because I'm running at like 90%, and it, you know, it's in the high it's in the mid to high 60s, temp-wise, which is fine for a GPU. But you know, don't tell me that mining causes a problem when the flight simulator runs at your GPU at higher temperatures. And if you're gonna fly for 5, 6, 7 hours, you're putting that stress on your GPU. So. Yeah, 69. That's. I know 3090s run hot. I didn't know that the 2080s ran that hot. Which 2080 did you have? Did you have decent cooling on it? Because I know like EVGA. I go with EVGAs because their cooling design seems to be the best, I think. Was your what manufacturer was your 2080? Just curious. The lovely island of Puerto Rico. Sandbar right there, kind of cool. Some boats caught on satellite, I guess. Eastern shore of the island. Let's start to slow her down.
Delta 8 Sierra Juliet, contact San Juan approach on 119.4. Good day.
119.4 Dair 8 Sierra Juliet. San Juan approach Dayer November 328 Sierra Juliet 1,500 feet.
Delta November 328 Sierra Juliet, San Juan approach altimeter.
That looks so
29
realistic.
decimal 9 or 2 continue
It
as
really
planned.
does. Beautiful, just beautiful. Now this is with stagnant, no wind, so if I put a little wind up, you'll actually see that water moving a little bit. But that adds to the GPU processing too. So when you run clear skies, no wind, you get less, you have less motion. If I added clouds, it's going to cause more GPU utilization, right? Right now it's smooth as silk. Alright, 14 miles to our waypoint on our turn into San Juan Airport. Just taking in the sights of the eastern shore. NVIDIA, okay, yeah, the NVIDIA models, they just don't have the cooling that the EVGA. That's why I go with the EVGAs, because you're paying a little extra, $100 maybe extra, but you get their cooling technology, which I think EVGAs is one of the best, if not the best. .86 Celsius, that's hot. That's pretty hot. I don't think I've ever run a 1080 Ti at that temp. Alright, let's see. We got 9 miles to our turn. Nice golf course right there.
San Juan approach Dayer November 328 Sierra Juliet. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
Delta November 328 Sierra Juliet, San Juan approach. Cleared through the Charlie airspace.
Cleared through Charlie airspace Dayer 8 Sierra
So what I
Juliet.
understand is, why are you getting cleared through the Charlie airspace when we're landing at San Juan? Doesn't it? I mean, shouldn't your instructions be that we're landing at San Juan? So why do I have to get cleared? I guess maybe I have to get cleared into the space first. Like we're not basically going through the airspace. We're going to land in the airspace, right? I'm wondering if that's the right protocol, or does Microsoft Flight Simulator's ATC have that screwed up? I'm not sure. Alright, we're getting close to our turn here. 5 miles. Doing 190. Let's knock that down a little bit. See our runway right there. Autopilot is off. Flaps to first position. Gears
San Juan Tower
down.
Day or November 328 Sierra Juliet is 5 miles east, 1,400 feet with Quebec to land.
Air November 328 Sierra Juliet, San Juan Tower. Altimeter 29.9, 2 wind 283 at tree. Fly straight in runway 26. Air 8 Sierra Juliet, wind 283 at tree.
Full
Clear to land
flaps.
runway 26.
It is smooth. Very smooth. Very, very smooth.
Air 8 Sierra Juliet, please acknowledge.
Cleared to land runway 26 Day or 8 Sierra Juliet.
Best part of VR flight simulation is right here. Landing in VR is the best part. It's so realistic. Just having that 3D immersion. You really feel like you're in it. It's not like 2D where you gotta like look up over. I can just raise my head up, sit up in my chair, and I can see over the dash. Or the console, I should say. It was called a dash. 80 knots. We are looking good. Throttle down, gear down, or touchdown. And we're good to go.
Air 8 Sierra Juliet, exit runway when able. Air 8 Sierra Juliet, contact ground on 121.9er.
Going to 121.9er Day or 8 Sierra Juliet.
This is smooth. I mean, this is normally very jittery. This is really smooth right here. So we're just going to go over here and drop our people off. Beautiful. Brake on. You see that autopilot flashing, so that means ain't gonna work. All right, let's go to beautiful. I'm gonna switch to 2D mode. Alright, let's just check our FSEconomy. So we got our next flight ready to go. Let's just select the group now so we don't forget. And let's just load up with fuel. Put 120 in there again. And we'll put 130. That's enough to get us there and back. Come on. Okay. 1:30. We got our fuel. We're heading to TFFG. Let's take a look at the log here. See how we did for the group. FSE kind of slow today. Second flight, just about the same. 1,300 there for them. 1,300, 3,200 for us. We'll take that. All right, good. So now we need to go to here, and we're going. Do this. Let me just. While this is happening, let me go to. Exit to the main menu. We have to reset the flight. So we're going to go TJSJ to, what did we say, FFG? Yeah. To TFFG. Take Silo out of the picture. All right, here's where we're heading. This little spot right there. So that's... we want to come in like here. Nope. Well, we'll have to check on, we'll check on Microsoft Flight Simulator and see what kind of waypoint we get there. So it's 169 miles. All right, that's going to be our flight. We'll figure that out. So let's get rid of this. All right, I go to here, and all your cards are EVGA, yeah. Yeah, I prefer EVGAs. All right, let's see. We're going to go. Of course, it doesn't have it, even though it's a history. TSJSJ. We're going to TFFG. All right, let's just say we're taking off. Let's take off from here. Come on, man. Runway 8. Interesting, they got an interesting little fly zone here. We're going to land here. And let's just see if we got our waypoints up here. Filters. Yep, close. Do we have a waypoint to get us in here? I don't think we do. So this is... best we have is that. I think we just head towards it and we'll know when we're there. All right, so it's flight conditions. We don't want it live, even though it keeps going back to live. And let's see, let's go to close here. It's 11:30 is fine. And let's do fly. All right, so I'm going to get this plane up in the air, get it on autopilot, and then go grab some food. And then we'll be back in a few minutes. So let me get that going.
San Juan Tower Day or November, Tree 28 Tango Delta at runway 8 ready for departure to the east.
Alright, back to my flight. Let's go to the VR. Get the right eye movements here. Let's start FSEconomy. That's good. Yep, in progress. Alright, let me get in here and figure this stuff out now. Alright. Oops. Alright, so we're going to go... Let me just get myself centered here so I don't have to lean forward. Alright, so we're going to go... nav. Flight director, yield. Yaw damper. Did I say yield? I'm going to go 3,000 feet. And we'll go 4,000 feet. Because we're not going to be... Well, let's do 5,000 because I want to make sure I don't have any issues. Because I'm going to be leaving it unattended. Alright, we're going to go put the FLC up to 175. Takes forever. Come on. Takes forever. Alright, here's 150, 160, 175. Alright, good. So that's good. And break off. MSC flight plan. Just make sure it's in there. Yep, direct. Alright, cool. Here we go. Here's 90 knots, rotate. Gear up. Flaps up.
Day Tango Delta continue for east departure.
Get our
San Juan
speed
Tower
up.
Day or November 328 Tango Delta continue for east departure.
Autopilot on. And we should be good to go here in a second. We'll get up to 5,000. Airport. One of the coolest things in VR is being outside the plane with that camera view. It's pretty cool. All right.
Day 8 Sierra Juliet leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
San Juan Tower Day or November 328 Sierra Juliet frequency change. San Juan approach Day or November 328 Sierra Juliet is type Day or TBM 95 miles east of San Juan 2,400 feet. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
Over November 328 Sierra Juliet San Juan approach. Squawk 7201.
Squawk 7201 Day or 8 Sierra Juliet.
Over 8 Sierra Juliet radar contact 6 miles east of San Juan 3,200 feet. Cleared through the Charlie airspace. Maintain own navigation.
Cleared through the Charlie airspace Day or 8 Sierra Juliet.
getting up to cruising altitude here, 5,000 feet. We'll make sure everything is copacetic, and then I'm going to put the computer in charge of the plane for a few minutes here. Put my headset down and just grab some food. And then, because we've got a good 40 minutes to our destination, St. Martin. So yeah, let me get that going here. I will be back. A few minutes.
San Juan Center Day or November 328 Sierra Juliet is type Day or TBM 96 miles northwest of Papa Romeo 03 5,000 feet. Request flight following.
November 328 Sierra Juliet, San Juan Center. Squawk 6427.
Squawk 6427 Day or 8 Sierra Juliet.
November 8 Sierra Juliet, radar contact 6 miles north of Papa Romeo 03 5,000 feet. Altimeter 29.902.
Roger Day or 8 Sierra Juliet.
Juliet, contact San Juan Center on 128.65. Good day.
128.65 Day or 8 Sierra Juliet. San Juan Center, Day or November 328 Sierra Juliet, 5,000 feet.
Air November 328 Sierra Juliet, San Juan Center, altimeter 29.9 to continue as planned.
Alright, I'm back, guys. Where are we here? 95 miles to go. Let's see if we can set up another our next flow. We're actually going to go back from TFJ, right? Or TFG to San Juan. I want to fly to St. Bart's. St. Bart's doesn't really connect with anything too easily. In flight FSEconomy, that is. Alright, so let's let me just pull this up here. Alright, so once we get back in San Juan, let's see what we got. Could do. That's the. Oh, we could have taken this guy. Damn it. I guess we probably couldn't have fit that. Alright, so we could do Dominican Republic. I think we looked at that. We don't have anything coming back, right? No, not enough coming back. Probably do a shorter one. Let's do. Alright, we could do that. We'll do that. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of those. Probably the last one of the day, so we'll do 7 of those. Figure out our flight plan afterwards. Alright, so let's go to my flight. We got our next flight. All our next flights queued up. Cool. Thank you there, Thomas. Just grabbed a little bit of lunch. Oops. So I guess the Olympics end this weekend. I haven't really been watching much of it, to tell you the truth. I'm not. NBC's coverage has been really kind of weak. Like it's, I don't know, it's just been weak. It hasn't been like easy to figure out what's what, or maybe I just haven't taken the time to. Like I really like swimming, which I know is over, diving. The fast track and field races, relays, that kind of stuff. Also, like golf, I watched that. That was great. But baseball, I haven't seen any baseball on TV. Now, I think the final game is on tomorrow, so I'm going to try to catch that. I don't even know who's in the final. Let's see. Olympic baseball. Olympic. Spell Olympic baseball. Alright, baseball, let's see. Oh yeah, so United States versus Japan. Tomorrow, 6 a.m. Tonight at 11 o'clock, it's Dominican versus South Korea. That's for the bronze medal. That should be a good game. 11 o'clock tonight. So tomorrow, 6 a.m. I'll probably watch that. I don't even know who's on the team. Oh yeah, David Robertson's on the team? Seriously? David Robertson. Wow. D-Rob. Let me pull it up. Scott Cashmere, okay. Edwin Jackson, Todd Frazier, David Robinson, Brandon Dixon, Anthony Ghost, Bubba Starling, never heard of him. Tyler Austin. He was a Yankee, I think. Eddie Alvarez, Nick Martinez. Nick Allen. Tyler Austin. Yeah, he was a Yankee. All right, so we're going to have to watch that tomorrow, 6 a.m. for sure. The baseball. Olympic baseball. I don't think I've ever watched an Olympic baseball gold medal game. All right, what do we got here? 16 minutes, so let's let me get my get down to 2,000. Oh, not FLC. Bring it down to 2,000. I do love the way that water looks. The way they show like the wind refraction, like what is it, wind, whatever it's called, reflection or whatever on the water. It's pretty cool. Just makes it look very realistic. All right, I could see St. Martin in the window. Now on the flight back, I think we're going to take advantage of speeding up the simulator. what kind of coin we've made so far. Oh yeah, we'll just look at our log here. Alright, so we only had 2 flights, so we made, what was that, $6 grand, I guess? Yeah, 2 times, pardon me, 2 times this. To give you an idea, our FSEconomy situation. So our aviation group's got about 4 million. I just spent some money. Buying supplies for all of the FBOs that we have here. Given 126 days of supply. These are all our FBOs. Big network in the Northeast, starting with Cape May and into Roanoke, Virginia. Those are the 2 hubs. I think it was Cracker. I got to give a shout out, I think, to Cracker, because was it you, Cracker, that I don't know if you're still here. I think it was Cracker that donated like $500,000 to the group. I can't remember. I got to scroll through all these to see. It's hard for me to remember, but I think it was Cracker. I will tell you in a second. Hold on. Let's do this. Yeah, it was Cracker Jack. Donated 500K, virtual 500K to the group. Thank you for that, Cracker. I forgot to, I don't know if you're still here. You were here before. But I sent a note to you, and that was really nice of you. I used that actually to buy supplies, like 90 days worth of supplies or 100 days worth of supplies. So that was really helpful. I appreciate that. Time to time I've got to kind of do the same thing to keep things rolling, you know. But it's really helpful. Thank you. All right. Let's see. So St. Martin's getting closer in the window. 42 miles, 10 minutes. Coming down to 2,000 feet. Moving at a nice 238 knots, 237 knots. Now, I've landed here before. Hopefully I remember how to approach it once I get there and see it. Then we'll head back to San Juan. crypto market's going crazy today. For those who follow that, bring up the chart here. Let's see. We got Bitcoin at up 4%, 42.5. Ethereum up 1.4% at 2,800. Cardano is up as well. Big movers though today are Ravencoin and ICP, which is good. Those are two I have investments in. But looks like the market's getting a little bit overbought here. But yeah, so big moves in crypto today. That 42,000 mark has been a bumper. Let's see here. It's July 31st. It just came up against there and then dipped back down. So it's kind of like the tunnel that it's been, or the channel that it's been trading in. But, today looks like it's a good day, even though the U.S. government, the idiot senators, are trying to kill the crypto industry. They're sneaking legislation in the infrastructure bill that affects the crypto market, which is, not surprising, right? Tax related, because what they're trying to do is they're trying to get $28 billion a year out of the crypto market in taxes to pay for the ridiculous infrastructure bill. So they just keep sucking stuff into it. But the problem is that it creates major privacy issues and requires ridiculous reporting. So it's like obvious the people that wrote this piece of legislation don't understand crypto at all. But it's really meant, I think, to there's a big decentralized financing is basically banking without central banks, right? So our traditional monetary system has always been through central banks. The banks control all the money. But what they're doing is you deposit, let's say, $10,000 into your bank account. They're paying you less than 1% a year interest on that. I mean, it's ridiculous, right? But they're using that money and they're lending it out. Credit cards, upwards of 18, 19%. The mortgages, 3-4%. Personal loans, 5-6%. Auto loans, 6%. 5-6%. So they're making money on your money, but they're not paying you anything. And in some cases in Europe, there's actually negative inflation or negative interest. You pay them to keep your money. Cryptocurrency DeFi, middleman's eliminated. You take the risk of investing and staking, but you get much higher return on your investment. It's riskier, but you don't risk all your money in it, but it's much higher return on investment. What they're trying to do is because the central bank and the government have no control over that, they're trying to insert themselves into it with these ridiculous regulations that are going to be nearly impossible to enforce. Thanks for the subscription there, Marina. Appreciate that. Which are going to be nearly impossible to enforce. So, a group of senators, Loomis, Toomey, and I forget the other one, introduced an amendment that needs to get it put in there so that it reverses all this ridiculousness that they put in this bill. So hopefully that'll happen. But so the fact that the market is going up tremendously today, maybe that means that smart money knows that that bill is going to get defeated, or that piece of legislation is going to get defeated. So it only affects the United States. Cryptocurrency is global, so maybe people are happy that the U.S. isn't going to have dominance over crypto. But what that means is what this legislation really will push a lot of the technology offshore. So companies that are in the U.S. that are building new technology on blockchain are going to go offshore because it affects like software development and mining and all. It's ridiculous. So hopefully, you know, logical heads will prevail. But if you're interested, you could Google it. I'm sure there's tons of information on Twitter about the cryptocurrency language in the infrastructure bill. You can check that out.
Charter November tree 28 Sierra, Juliet Juliana approach. Clear through the Charlie airspace.
All right. We're clear through the Charlie airspace. Now, if I remember correctly, I'm going to have to jog to the south a little bit here. I'm going to have to. I could see, like, right at my 12 o'clock is the valley where the airfield is. Now, it's Princess Juliana is over there on the north or on the south side of the island. We could actually fly over that when we're flying back to San Juan. I'll do that. But yeah, St. Bart's is. If we keep going that way, St. Bart's is over there. All right, let's start to slow this bird down. Starting to make out the field there. I think I have to get over this way a little bit. Man, it is super smooth. I think I got the runway lined up here, hopefully. Got that first notch of flaps in. Let's get that gear down. Gear coming down.
Tango Foxtrot Golf, traffic day or November, tree 28 Sierra Juliet, 4 miles west, 900 feet inbound to land, runway 12.
Our flaps are full. Here you got water left and right of the runway, so you gotta be kind of careful. a cool runway to land in. '82. Nice and smooth. Throttling back. Flare it up, let it bleed out. We're alright. 3 down. Then we'll just take it right here. Brakes on. And we're, come on. Parking master on. And let's get to FSEconomy. Alright, let's go to 2D view. We're going to go to 2D. And let's go to the main menu because we can't trust the MFD to enter the flight plan, unfortunately. And we're going to head back to San Juan. We're going to go TFFG to San Juan. And the same, what's it called? I think it's called, yeah, that'll do it. That's 6 miles. Let's see if there's one a little further out. Silo, yeah. Alright, so let's go to Silo, so that'll be good. So let's go to here. And we're going to depart, still doesn't have it up there. TNCE. Nope. That's not right. TFFG. Grand Case, St. Martin. And we're going to TJSJ. Alright. We're going to take off this way so we can go check out. Let's see which way we're taking off. We'll take off this way. And then we'll fly around so we can check out the airport. And then we said Silo, right? Let's just make sure we're coming to the right. Yep. So we're going to go Silo. Okay, flight conditions. We want regular clear skies. Time. Yeah, we can go 4 p.m. 4:15. All right, that's good to go. And let's get to, we want to make sure we got enough fuel here. So let's go to refuel. And we'll go to provider. We'll go to 120 gallons. Oh, cannot let. What? Oh, we already did. Okay. All right, so we're gonna do Chrome, ready to fly. Come on. All right, there we go. We'll set everything up here. So let's get to FSEconomy. Make sure that flight is started. It is. Departing, we're en route, so we'll take these guys back. And now, sir, how you doing? You talk about the government. Yeah, we have very little faith. It's very true, and basically, like Elizabeth Warren, who's we know is at the behest of the banks in Wall Street. She's the one pushing for the the added regulation. Anyway, I'm not going to get into the politics here today, but it's just kind of aggravating, you know. All right, let's go to. All right, good. All right, so we got Flight Simulator started. We're going to get to here. We're going to get our. Let's see. We're going to go nav, flight director, yaw damper, altitude. We'll go 4K this time. FLC. Now we're going to fly around and take a look at Juliana, and then we'll head off to San Juan. Oh, this thing's a pain in the ass. Takes you forever to crank the FLC wheel up to 175. Alright, good. Alright, break off. Let's center things here so we can see a little better. Good. And let's go. Flaps are good. People are on board. And we are off. Gear up. Master caution can come off. Flaps up. Gonna go check out
Juliana approach day or November
Princess Juliana.
Sierra Juliet is type day or TBM 92 miles east of Tango Foxtrot Golf 600
just over that hill, I think.
Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
Day or November 328 Sierra Juliet Juliana approach. Squawk 5274.
Squawk 5274 day or 8 Sierra Juliet.
Day or 8 Sierra Juliet radar contact 3 miles southeast of Tango Foxtrot Golf 1,300 feet. Cleared through the Charlie airspace. Maintain on navigation.
Cleared through the Charlie airspace day or 8 Sierra Juliet.
Now we got this situation where it doesn't have the right flight plan. It thinks I'm going. It's I don't know. It's got some sort of waypoint in there. Well, that's not Princess Juliana. Oh, it's over there, I guess. Right there. And right down there is Princess Juliana Airport. That's the place where, when they land, it comes right over the beach. It's pretty wild. All right, let's get our autopilot and see what happens here. We're at the hands of the autopilot. It's going to have to fly 4 miles back to TFG and then pick up the waypoint to San Juan. I don't know. Let's just make sure the flight plan's correct in there. Yeah, it is. Oh no. What? So strange. Why it thinks it has to go back to this airport, and then let's see what it does after that. Let's see if it makes a hard turn back to San Juan. There's the airport right there. What happens now? Let's see what Microsoft Flight Simulator does. Now we're out over the ocean. It thinks we're at the airport, and now it just changed the waypoint. So it had to go through some crazy thing. Who knows? All right, so we're all good here. Get ourselves turned around. We get a nice 4,000 foot view of St. Martin. That's pretty cool. Princess Juliana's right over there. I will say it is smooth, but it's not the greatest navigation. We get another pass at Juliana. Alright, once we get on the vector, I'm going to kick in the augmented flight simulator. Alright, so while we're flying here, let's check out and plan out our next trip. Alright, so we're going to go. Let me just slide a little in there. We're going to go there. Yeah, might as well. T-burn. Easy to remember. Alright, so that'll be a cool little flight. Never checked out that airport before.
Air 8 Sierra Juliet, you're leaving my airspace radar service. Terminated squawk 7000. Frequency change approved.
Squawk 7000. Frequency change approved. Dair 8 Sierra Juliet. San Juan Center Dair November Tree 28 Sierra Juliet is type Dair TBM 920 miles west of Giuliano 4,000 feet. Request flight following.
Dair November Tree 28 Sierra Juliet, San Juan Center. Squawk 1376.
Squawk 1376 Dair 8 Sierra Juliet.
Dair 8 Sierra Juliet, radar contact 23 miles west of Giuliano 4,000 feet. Altimeter 29.92.
Roger. Dair 8 Sierra Juliet.
Sorry, I'm just checking Twitter to find out why crypto market is so hot right now. Yeah, not sure. Not sure. It's all good news, but not sure why. Moving along quick here, 110 miles. Right into the sun. Sorry, guys, got caught up reading something there. All right, so about 100 miles away. Making that FSEconomy scratch or Skrilla, as J Rock would say on Trailer Park Boys. Skrilla. Making there in good time because we got the simulator cranked up. Actually, you know, guys, I think this is going to be the last flight. I'm going to kill that other one. Because I just realized I have to do something this afternoon. Once we land. Moving like a jet. start to descend.
San Juan Center, Day or November 328 Sierra Juliet. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
Day or November 328 Sierra Juliet, San Juan Center. Cleared through the Charlie airspace.
Cleared through Charlie airspace, Day or 8 Sierra Juliet.
We're gonna head down to 1,500 feet. Airport right coming up right there. Be a cool one to land at. I was thinking about bringing my Phenom down here too. Out of like Nassau, Bahamas or something, because you get a lot of flights out of Nassau to other big, big flights. Long flights. Alright, coming down 2,400. We got about 12 minutes to San Juan, so we'll just keep cranking here. Sun glare. Sun glare is pretty bad. Oh, that's pretty cool. If you look through that sun visor, you can. It actually kills the glare. That's pretty cool. I wonder if that's movable. No. Can't move it down. It would be cool if you could move it down. They should let you put on sunglasses, right? Let you have the view through a bit like aviator glasses or something. All right, down to 1,500. Just about 10 minutes to go. 38 miles to our waypoint. Start to slow things down a little bit.
Juliet, you are leaving my airspace. Resume on navigation. Contact San Juan Center on 118.15. Good day.
118.15 for Day or 8 Sierra Juliet. San Juan Center, Day or November 328 Sierra Juliet, 1,500 feet.
Delta November 328 Sierra Juliet, San Juan Center, altimeter 29.902, continuous planned.
All right, we got 6 minutes. Let's go back into normal sim rate. Yep. Alrighty, we'll pick up our waypoint, get our clearance, and then we should be into San Juan in about 10 minutes.
Sierra Juliet, contact San Juan approach on 119.4. Good day.
119.4 for Dayor 8 Sierra Juliet. San Juan approach Dayor November 328 Sierra Juliet 1,500 feet.
Dover November 328 Sierra Juliet, San Juan approach altimeter 29.9 continue as planned.
Sorry guys, immersed in the experience, getting immersed in the VR experience. That's why I'm not talking too much. I'm just enjoying the scenery, enjoying the flight. Looks really cool. Sun going down here. Notice that the working title G1000 is now part of the marketplace. Hopefully they'll make the G3000 part of the marketplace as well. That way if there's any updates it'll be done automatically.
Cleared through Charlie airspace Dayor 8 Sierra Juliet.
Alright, there we go. There's a canal. 6 miles to our waypoint, and we'll turn into... I think we're in a... It's 2.6 we land on? Getting close, guys. Getting close. Here's the runway. Alright. Autopilot disengaged.
San Juan Tower Dayer November 328 Sierra Juliet is 5 miles east, 1,400 feet with Quebec to land.
Delta November 328 Sierra Juliet San Juan Tower. Altimeter 29.9 2 and 283 at tree. Make straight in runway 26. Delta 8 Sierra Juliet wind 283 at tree. Clear to land runway 26.
Make straight in runway 26 Dayer 8 Sierra Juliet.
3 green.
Delta 8 Sierra Juliet turn next taxiway. Delta 8 Sierra Juliet contact ground on 121.9er.
Going to 121.9er Dayer 8 Sierra Juliet.
Oh, wrong guy. Beautiful. Okay, here. Come on, come on. Where's my thing?
Oral warning, okay.
All right, let's go. These are all off. Yeah, we got the brake on. We're gonna go. These all should be off. These should be off. I'm gonna do engine off. And there we go. And that's that. All right, let's take a look at FSEconomy. And our log here. So we should have a total of 4 flights we did, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. They're all about the same. Just about the same. 3,200, 3,300, or 1,300 for them, 3,200 for us. So pretty good day. Put in a little bit of coin for the group, which is what it's all about. All right, guys. So hope you guys have a great weekend. Not going to be streaming tomorrow, but hope you guys have a great weekend. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for saying hello. Thanks for hitting that like button. And take care, guys. Have a great weekend. Take care.